That's a fine place for us to leave it. Let's move straight. Let's talk sports now. Now, one thing about victory is that it is capable of eliciting joyous reactions from those sharing in the moment. President Bola Tinubu exhibited this when he showered largesse on the victorious Super Falcons players at the presidential reception in honor of the team. Many Nigerians viewed the monetary reward as too much, but the presidency has defended the national honors and $100,000 cash rewards given by President Tinubu to each player of the Super Falcons after the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations WAFCON victory. Presidential spokesperson Bayo Onanuga on his verified X account slammed critics who argued that the rewards were either too much or not enough, questioning their sense of value. He compared the presidential gesture to the 150 million naira grand prize awarded to the winner of the Big Brother Nigeria reality show. He said President Tinubu rewarded excellence, creativity, hard work, soccer, artistry, and the undying Nigerian spirit. Meanwhile, the celebrations by the team continued into the night as some celebrities entertained the team. Now let's share some of those moments with you. All right, let's talk this matter. Now, joining us from our Abuja studio for more discussion on this is the chairman of Kogi State Football Association, Hassan Wada. Hassan Wada, thank you so much for joining us on Journalist Hangout.
Thank you for having me at the time of celebrations. Thank you so much.
All right, let's talk about this matter because I've seen lots of comments about the reward given to the Super Falcons. 150 million naira each. You know, if you cumulatively, it's up to more than $1 billion. Do you think it is too much or too excessive? Your thoughts on this?
Well, to start with, I would like to commend Mr. President and the First Lady of our nation for providing such wonderful remunerations for the Super Falcons. You know, we in the sports sector were shocked because we never anticipated that such remunerations would be given to our victorious Super Falcons for pulling off a miraculous result in Morocco. A big commendation to Mr. President and the First Lady. When looking at the figures, a lot of people have made a lot of commentaries in respect of the amount. In my humble opinion, I think the Falcons were adequately compensated. It's not easy to win a continental championship 10 times. In Europe, Germany has the most number of wins. They've won it 8 times. For Nigeria to win it 10 times in Africa, I think Nigerians should be very proud of the victorious Falcons. Let's play less emphasis on their remunerations. We must also understand that there's no equal pay in women's football. Women footballers don't earn good pay. You'll be shocked to find out that on the national team, we have players that are earning as little as $30,000 annually, despite the fact they are playing outside the shores of our country. So whenever they emerge victorious, it's a duty for the country to ensure that they are remunerated adequately. I would like to also take us down memory lane. They won in 2016 and they won in 2018. What did they get from Nigeria? They got the presidential handshake and national honors. They came second in the the edition prior to this one, they were not even hosted at the presidential villa. No one even recognized the fact that they went that far in the tournament. The Super Eagles came second in Ivory Coast. They were given choice pieces of land in Abuja, and they were also given 3-bedroom apartments in Abuja. Now here we are complaining that a team that has won a tournament for the 10th time, they are giving them $100,000 and also an apartment in Abuja. Here we are complaining. I'm sure if it were the men who won the Nations Cup and they are giving them such remunerations, Nigerians won't complain. Nigerians will celebrate. So I want Nigerians to set aside the emotions tied to the amounts given to them. Let us celebrate this team. On Saturday, when we were down 2-0, it wasn't just Nigerians who were down. The whole African continent, except maybe for the Moroccans, were not happy. But when the Falcons came up and pulled off a miraculous victory, Nigerians were celebrating them. I was at the airport yesterday to receive them, and I could see joy in the faces of Nigerians. So I think we should pay less emphasis on their remunerations.
Hassan, this is your sport. Was there any time in the course of that game that you thought this was not going to be our day?
Well, I would like to commend the president of the Nigerian Football Federation, Alhaji Ibrahim Gusau. Also commend the chairman of the Nigerian Sports Commission, Mr. Shehu Diko, for the support he has been giving to the Nigerian Football Federation. You know what has gotten the team this far is continuity. The current coach of the Falcons, Coach Madugu, was assistant.
Did you hear my question?
Yes, I did. I'm getting to the answer. I did. I got it. So the current coach of the Falcons, Madugu, was assistant coach to the American coach Waldrom.
Wow.
When Waldrom left Nigeria, the NFF, in their wisdom, retained Madugu. Madugu already had experience with the Falcons by virtue of the fact that they went out in the semi-finals under the American coach. So coming to the finals against Morocco, the coach knew what to expect. He understood that the environment would be highly tense. They had 68,000 fans in that stadium.
Wow.
When we went down 2-0, if you look at the goals we conceded, it's not as if the Moroccans broke us down completely. They were just nervous mistakes by our defenders that led to us conceding cheap goals. So it was expected that in the second half, with the necessary adjustments and the personnel, it was expected that the Falcons will come back. I would say I wasn't surprised that they came back. This team is battle-hardened. Like I said, they've been together for 6 years. So they know what is expected of them. Also remember that at the last World Cup, this same team took the eventual finalist England to penalty shootout in the semi-finals, meaning that in the second round, meaning that if Nigeria had beaten England in the second round, who knows, we would have made it to the finals of the Women's World Cup. So I wasn't surprised that they won, but I'm happy that they won in a dramatic fashion. That way, it reinforced our dominance on the African continent.
Okay, Majid, you want to?
Yeah, the president said he almost didn't watch the game. And at a point, the First Lady too stopped the dinner she was preparing for him. I mean, to show how excited he was. I mean, so when we won that, when our ladies won, what was your reaction at that moment? Because even an ambitious and overzealous journalist already wrote a story and posted that we had lost. I mean, so how do you react? What was your reaction immediately? I mean, we won that match after the third. I mean, when our guys scored the third goal.
Well, I'm not surprised that the president was tensed. The First Lady, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has taken full ownership of the Super Falcons. Throughout the course of the tournament, she was directly in touch with them. She spoke to them on several occasions. And even at halftime, when the team was down by 2 goals, she called in to encourage them, making them understand that they can achieve the task of defeating Morocco in the second half. So for me, as at halftime, yes, it's expected. You know, we're playing Morocco in Morocco. For those who have had the experience of playing away, following the national team to play away matches in the Arabic territories, the North African territories, they know how hostile they can be. You also remember what transpired with our team in Libya. So their fans don't, they're not welcoming to visiting teams. So yes, it was expected that Nigerians will be tensed. But like I said, if you study the trajectory of this team, this is a well-grilled team. This is a well-oiled team. They are battle-hardened. Most of them have played together for almost 6 years. So there's no task within the African continent that they can't overcome. So for me, yes, it was tense, but it was expected that they will win the trophy.
Now, for persons or people saying that the cash reward was excessive, I mean, the Falcons, they won this trophy for the 10th time. How best do you think they should have been rewarded? For people saying that, no, it's too much.
Well, you must understand that national team athletes are not pensionable. I've seen comparisons to civil servants, comparisons to the Nigerian military and all of that. We must understand that the civil servants signed a contract to get into the civil service, and their contract ties them to a remuneration and ties them also to a pension once they're done with serving the country. But our national team athletes don't have that luxury. That's why you see after their careers, when most of them fall by the wayside, they're left on their own to struggle. We've seen cases in recent times of many of them who can't even foot their medical bills. So for me, I think whenever they win, it is the duty of the country to celebrate them adequately. You know, like I also mentioned at the start on, women's game is a poorly remunerated game. Some of those players, okay, what will you say about the home-based players who are on the national team? They are barely earning 200,000, 300,000 naira monthly in the local league. If this is the opportunity for them to earn a hefty package, thanks to the magnanimity of the president and the first lady, I think we should celebrate them. We shouldn't emphasize too much on the pay. Let's focus on the victory, which is what Nigerians are celebrating at the moment.
Quickly, what lessons can the men's team take from this? Because football illiterates of some years back, we are even finding it difficult to secure draws from them. What lessons can the male team?
Well, fortunately, most of our players are on social media, Instagram and Facebook. They are already monitoring the taunts Nigerians are sending at them that, you know what, we are about to abandon the men's team and focus on the women's team. But I think it will be a challenge. The last AFCON, we got to the finals. We lost in the finals, let's say fate of luck also. But I think the team is ready. The team is battle-hardened. And I know that the Falcons' victory is a challenge to them. The captain of the team, Trust Ekong, and his boys, he will rally his boys to ensure that we do very well in the next Nations Cup. And once they do very well, I know they will be anticipating that they will also be remunerated adequately. So I want us to keep faith and keep hope.
Okay,
the men's national team will succeed.
Thank you very much, Hassan Wada. Hassan Wada is the chairman, Kogi State Football Association. Thank you so much for joining us on the show.
Man, thank you so much. I always feel honored to be on your show. Thank you so much.
All right, then. All right, gentlemen, he has said it all. I mean, he has said it all. He can.
The men should sit up.
Yeah, they should.
About ordinary countries like Benin Republic, we can't beat them.
We can't beat them. They'll be playing draw.
Cape Verde. You know, anybody now can, even Mozambique, all those small countries. Just not.
All right.
There are no small countries again.
But anyway, it's a fine.
No, it's because we are not strong enough. We're not strong. Why should we be finding it difficult to beat such teams?
All right, then. I just hope that they learn something from this one. But Majid Jami, thank you so much for coming on the show. Appreciate you. Mikhail, as always, thank you so much.
Thanks.